I'm making homemade fudgesicles today, and this is very similar to the recipe for my raw chocolate mousse, which stars 2 avocados. The sweetener is a little bit different in this recipe. In the raw chocolate mousse, I use both soaked dates and maple syrup. In this one, we're only using maple syrup. Now, in the recipe somebody gave me, it was only a 1/4 cup of cocoa or cacao powder. I might raise that to 1/3 cup, and that's how much is in my raw chocolate mousse. But I'm going to show you first how easy these are to make.
Start off with 2 ripe avocados that you've cut into cubes, and first process them in the food processor by themselves. You can stop and scrape it down, and that's okay. And once it's smooth, you're going to add 1/3 cup of maple syrup and 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Next, you're going to add some either raw cacao powder or cocoa powder, and either 1/4 cup or 1/3 cup. I'm putting 1/4 cup in here, and the last ingredient is 1/2 cup of almond milk or some other non-dairy milk. And then process. Now, I found that I had to stop and scrape it down several times. As you can see, it's green and chocolate all at the same time, and I want it to be all chocolate and really, really smooth. So there we go. I probably did this a couple times. Next, I thought, well, maybe if it's loose enough, liquidy enough, I could put it into a small pitcher that has a spout and I can pour it in. No. But I did anyway. And then I had heard that if you spray the pop holders, the popsicle holders, with some Pam, it can help them come out easier later. So then I actually had to scoop the, it's more like a pudding really, into the popsicle holders. And then I noticed that I was getting some air bubbles. So before I was all the way to the top with it, I actually took a knife and I stuck the knife inside to poke around, and it really did help to get rid of the air bubbles. And I was really glad I did that. So here I am taking the knife and poking around, got rid of the air bubbles. And after I did that, I put the fudge pot pudding mix all the way to the top. Then I set it into the mold holder and put the little sticky thing in there. I don't know what they call that. Popsicle stick-ish thing. Then last, it goes into the freezer. I like to freeze these overnight.
Even though I sprayed the inside of the mold with a little bit of Pam, I still ran these under the sink in some hot water just to loosen them up. But a few seconds of that and they popped right out. So, give a taste. I wondered if they'd be chocolatey enough. They are, I think so. But if you like it more chocolatey, just put in a little more. But in the description box below the video, I'll have the recipe with all the ingredients listed, and I'll put the options with the cocoa if you like more chocolate. Now the thing about this size of mold is that they're 4 ounces each. Now the recipe I'm giving you makes 16 liquid ounces. So if you're using 4-ounce molds, you're going to fill 4. With my other 2, I ended up filling them with a mixture of honeydew melon and some honey, just to have 6. But these are really big for little children. So I would suggest that if you have small children and you think these are going to be good, well, they might really like these, but I find a smaller mold where each mold is about 3 ounces. So that's it. That's one of my healthy recipes. Make sure you check my healthy recipes playlist, and I'll link to it, let's see, probably over here. Switch hands, over here. And if you're on mobile, it'll be on the link up here. Make sure to check other recipes. Please subscribe, and thanks for watching. Bye. I'm making 1 serving of chocolate banana chia pudding tonight. You'll see that I started out with just chocolate chia pudding, and then later I added a banana because I just think it